week.
Yeah.
But they're looking at being about 30 to 40% completely done with the paving of it by the 13th of August. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And is that when our scrimmage is?
Scrimmage is the 17th.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. And then that's this Friday, is that correct, Mr. Williams?
Okay.
So we're gonna have to do a little bit of parking, but we'll get it figured
Hey,
out.
after what you guys handled during graduation, you know, as far as maneuvering, I heard people say, there were a lot of people out there and they had us just lined up. So kudos to y'all for getting that done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. Other questions?
No, ma'am. I don't have any.
Okay. All right, if there's no other questions, then we're gonna move right on into routine matters. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgot about the superintendent.
Well, first of all, it was a little bit weird walking back here and there were still people in the office.
Big adjustment. It was weird to drive up and there no parking places.
Yeah.
Yes. We begin with our new Teachers Academy on Wednesday, and we're very excited about that. And then next Wednesday, on the 22nd, will be our back to school breakfast. New times to get it adjusted to. I sent you guys an invite, but I need you guys there at 7:30. We will begin at 7:40.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for, I saw the invite, but yes, I just went accept. So thank you for bringing that to our attention, 7:30. Okay. Anything else? My apologies. Okay, now we will move on in to routine matters. Looking at items 1 through 4 as part of the consent agenda. Or hear a motion to approve as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you. Okay. All right, next item. There are no budget adjustments for this month.
Correct.
Okay.
Starting in August, probably.
Okay.
Maybe September, depending.
Okay, and no donations.
Brand new budget.
All right, thank you, Carrie. Appreciate it. And no donations for this month. Next item, Finance Committee report. Is there anything for the Finance Committee to report?
I don't think there's anything to report other than we're planning these quarterly meetings, and so we may have a report out to the board, and so
Okay.
we wanted a spot on here just to
I like that.
keep everybody informed, and we
Okay.
can.
So on the
carry
board
everything
meeting
forward.
following a quarterly meeting,
Right.
you guys will have
We would
something.
have
Okay,
something to, and it, I think we're just gonna dig a little more into everything.
good, good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all both serving on that.
Waiting on the audit committee to do the same.
let's not be, you know,
Just like,
casting stones here. All right, we're gonna move right on into new business. First item, consider approval and adoption of the athletic activity handbook.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Moran is not with us today. This is just an update that we were, just to bring the notebook or the handbook up to par and up to speed. And these are some of the adjustments that he was asked to do back in May, I believe. So it should be full and ready to go, complete. I'm sorry?
Changes was highlighted? Or?
Yes, yes.
I had a couple of items that I think, just in clarification, on page 6 of the document, 7 on the, so, it's talking about supervise, like number 2 says supervise the entire athletic department grades 6 through 12. Should that be 7 through 12?
Yes, it should be.
There's several of those throughout the document that
Oh, I see,
say
okay.
6 through 12. Several on that page, and then a couple other ones.
Okay, thank you.
And then on page 13, I didn't know if we wanted to get a little more specific on the access. Oh shoot! Sorry, I'm just closing the whole deal. Let me find it here. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay, page 13. Yeah. It's at the very bottom of the page where it talks about keys should only be issued to students when necessary, routine managerial duties, et cetera. Should we talk about, I know there's been in the past some boosters that have had keys. Should we lay that out pretty clear in this?
To what?
I mean, I don't know if it should say, I don't know if
The
you have
staff
to call
members
it
to
out,
have
you know what I mean?
keys or-
Yeah, I just, that way it's clear to everybody.
Okay.
Is, on that note, I just have to wonder, are we at a point, and I don't know if we are, but are we at a point where new locks need to be put? I mean, I think there is a plethora of keys to facilities out, and so, from hearing in the community, so. Do what? I think the key card, but there's some locks.
Yes, we have a lot of Booster Club folks that have keys that we're getting back.
Oh, okay.
We do have lists of them. We're trying to push everything over into the key card system, so it's easier for us to control, but yeah.
And to see who's using
Yes,
them,
ma'am,
because we
because-
don't want to not be able to work with our booster clubs, but I think what I
little bit
hear
more
is there's a
control
lot
over
of people that aren't involved in the booster clubs or directly involved in the stuff,
Yes, ma'am.
and they've got the keys. So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
guys are working on that?
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
we sure are.
Okay.
So maybe something in there like, only staff will have the keys, but booster clubs will have key card access with.
Permission or something, sure.
Yeah, I think really just putting the responsibility back on the staff. I mean, if it's that head coach or whomever.
So we're gonna have to give them some keys because we don't have card access at all our doors, like to the restrooms and things like that nature, where some of the people are gonna need to get into, so.
Yeah, I think
The issue,
Just make
hard
her-
keys.
said it pretty good. I mean, I think that the onus needs to be on the coach, right, on the administrator or
That head
whoever,
coach or-
the school personnel. That's their key. It shouldn't ever be given to somebody else, I think.
The issue is that we do have some keys out there.
Right.
That have been out there for a while, so that's hard for Mr. Boozer to track,
Mhm.
Right.
because we don't know who has them.
Right. I think to your point, that's when do we need new locks?
Yeah,
Do we need
and,
to-
and maybe that's a conversation to look at as you guys begin to flesh this out. Because you'll know real quick who has keys when you change the locks.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll know
Yeah.
really quickly.
We'll hear about
you
it. I'm
know.
sure we'll know about
We'll,
it.
yes, yes. And we want to work with our people. It's not that, but I
Right.
think it is a concern that there are people out there that, yes,
It's a
yeah,
huge liability too,
yes,
and
yeah,
we have to take care of our facilities.
right, right. Thank you for bringing that up.
On page 15, if we go there, number 4, where it talks about transportation, I know that the second bullet, I mean, that has not been, the notification must be given in writing prior to the event. I know that's not the case in any activity or sport, and so I just don't know, is that a new thing? Is it something that hadn't been followed? What does that look like, you know? So,
It's been in there for as long as I can
Right.
remember. Yeah.
right, and I don't know if this means, like, hey, I'm on Emerson's pickup list, so I'm capable of signing her out at the event. Is that appropriate? I just didn't know if that wording needs to be.
Maybe that doesn't even need to be in there in,
Well,
I don't know.
prior to the event, I think is the thing. They need to be signed out in writing. I agree. You know, if you're at a basketball game and
Right.
she decides she wants to ride home with you instead of on the bus, as long as they've got a note or sign out. But usually the coaches have a sign out sheet.
They do,
That the
and I'm
parents
just
sign.
saying this doesn't.
Prior to the event is obsolete.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think the prior to the event
Was
is
that
the,
talking about the parents or the guardian has to be on that list to sign them out?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they can't just go home with their boyfriend.
This is what they're talking about there, and what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then you can go up and sign your kids off if you're on that list.
Yeah, it says release to a parent or guardian.
I have to see what it says, but I think they're right.
I can't tell you, you just say yes or no.
It says ride school provided transportation to and from all events unless
That's right.
released directly to a parent guardian according to district policy.
yeah, I think you're right, Dale. Sorry, I misread that.
Notification must be given in writing. This is prior to the event. I think we could take that
So
part
maybe
out.
that is what the purpose is before they ever
Yeah.
go, just so you know, my daughter's
gonna be
gonna ride
riding.
home with
Yeah.
Right.
Patty Ann, and there's something written out. Okay.
Yeah, maybe
And I
that's
do
it.
know that they do.
They do that, I do,
Mm-hmm.
yes, ma'am.
And I do know that they're signing out athletes because they assign a coach usually to handle
Okay.
the clipboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
I think it's clear.
it's
what-
clear now, okay, okay. All right, what else?
Page 16, where it talks about school attendance. I think this is just with our new school week. It talks about, almost the last paragraph. You have to be in school on the Friday before a Saturday competition. So I think that needs to be adjusted, right? It'd have to be on a Thursday before a Saturday competition.
Oh, yeah.
And then page 9.
Maybe, does it need to say the exact, well,
I
I
don't know if
guess,
it needs to be the exact day, but
or
maybe
if
the
it's
last school
the
day.
last school day
Full
before
school day.
Prior to
a,
the event,
Yeah.
yeah.
before a non-school day competition.
Yeah, it talks
Yeah.
about it at the paragraph, school attendance. It says, students must be the entire day of the contest or the entire day immediately prior to a contest, so.
And see, I'm wondering if we take out the word Friday and Saturday, because it would be, if there's a Friday event, then that student needs to be there on Thursday. But if
The
there's.
language up here is what needs to be down here.
Yes.
Yeah, that first
Okay, it needs to
paragraph is good.
match.
Yeah.
Does that, did you get that, Ms. Q? Okay.
Couple more, sorry.
No, this is why we,
Page 19, talks about 6th through 12th grade again, and the testing procedures. And then page 39, the highlighted stuff here, I was a little confused at. Because, where did I read that? I guess is this number one, is it the number one that's highlighted? That's just saying, just making it clear that no sixth graders.
I believe so,
Are
on
allowed.
page 26, number 1,
Yeah.
page 26, number 2. So probably we need to take out 1 and 2 and just leave it. Because it is lowercase.
Okay.
yeah, because those could be,
Let me get down there.
okay.
It's kind of like sixth graders are not allowed to do board conference, but sixth graders are not allowed to do any sport from middle school.
Right.
Cheer is a sport, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just,
Yeah, that's where it gets really,
I don't understand all that either. That should be clear.
there's just a lot there, I think.
Yeah.
So,
The second part, board conference, is understandable, but not that last one, the sports. In general, on that. I don't know what you- Third one?
This one?
Yeah.
yeah, it says per NMMA rules, students in grades 6 through 8 are eligible to participate.
In any sport.
It says it under cheer, right? Look at the 2 bullets there. So, I don't know. It's almost gives the illusion that they could still, sixth grader could still
it
perform
is,
in cheer.
it's real muddy.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, we need to eliminate that.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm hearing is there's quite a few little tweaks that need to be made. I'm wondering if it doesn't need to be brought back in August, just so that
I think so.
we're clear.
One athletic director.
Yeah, and then, yes, the athletic director will be here, so. Okay. So, do I hear a motion to table
I
that
move-
item?
Yeah, I move we table it, while revisions are being made. So revisions can be made.
Thank you.
It is.
Okay.
It's open?
Yeah.
Not on mine.
click on that little button up at the top that says show voting, maybe?
No, I don't know that you even signed in was the thing. Go over
I
there,
am. This is crazy.
go over there to the top, right, keep scrolling up. There's a sign in.
Item 2. Did you get it?
I had to sign in to open it.
Oh,
Click sign in. There it is.
on that note, well, I'll wait while she's. Oh, she went ahead and got you.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
But
Do I
now
have to
it's-
click
I
on
kind
that
of want
every
to
time?
discuss this
No, it'll pop up.
Oh,
for
okay,
future
And now
business.
you can scroll over here.
okay.
Okay. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Vanessa. All right, so
Thank you.
we'll be skipping item 2. All right, item 3, consider approval of the MOU with Norley Hospital.
We had a great meeting with Mr. Shaw and his staff, along with some of our staff members here. And so we just needed to update the MOU. One of the new things that you will notice in the MOU is that they're on number 3, page 1, that they're wanting the school system to agree to pay $3,000 a month for Norley Hospital District to assist with transportation of student access across the district to school-based health clinic and back to the classroom.
Can I ask where that number came from? Do we have anything to, I mean, I'm looking at Roger, I'm looking at,
More time to research this.
that seems like an extraordinarily high amount, but I don't know
How many kids are?
how many kids, how often, I don't know. I don't want to put you on the spot, but,
No, it's okay. No, it's fine.
okay, come on. It's just a lot of money, you know?
As far as the question would be, how many kids?
$3,000 a month for, and we're sharing it. I mean, it's not like they're the sole provider of this, right?
Correct. Now, in the past, we had an agreement before the thing was being built that we put a donate. I have to do some research on that, but that we did every year up until we had enough members, and then we stopped paying into that a long time ago. So and then also too with that, Araceli Ochoa was half and half. It was half us and half her of her salary that we did pay. And so, but then Araceli came on as an employee of us. Now, since then, what Araceli did for us and for Norlee, I don't know who does that now or those kind of things. But as far as
Well, I just didn't see any documentation to support what the 3,000 was. I didn't know if it was just like, that sounds like a great
what's
month.
the service? Like, who picks them up and what? I mean, that's what I'm.
Right now, it's what it is, what Araceli did and what this new person does is that they go and they pick up kids from the school buildings or from their homes. Depends upon times and everything like that. And so it depends. So mainly during the school year. Yes, that's correct. Picks them up, and we used to provide a car as well as we provided the car and half the salary of Araceli, but since she came to us full time, yeah, we haven't paid.
So she's doing that as well, correct?
Oh, no, she's.
So do we have
she
a
does
local
like maybe
person?
one or two kids,
Okay.
maybe, and that's only if they can't fulfill it on their side. So as far as how many kids they see it, that's kind of, I don't know. I don't know that answer.
No, that's
I
okay.
would have to ask.
Right, and we can get some information
I-
for you guys from Mr. Shaw.
I just kind of, I'm a little hesitant to sign off on $3,000 a month when we don't know.
Know what it is.
What it's for.
It's just a random number that they thought sounded good.
60,000 that you're
Yeah.
talking about, and you're like, or not 60,000. Yeah,
36,000, or is it just,
36,000.
I
Sorry.
mean, and when you're looking at a 4-day week, so then it's like,
Versus a per kid basis, say, hey,
Correct.
4 kids.
yeah.
Right, but in historical, that's what it was. It was half the salary of Araceli plus a car
Okay.
that we have.
Why would they come with that number? What is their salary?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It's right, it's to help pay for gas and,
Yeah, because since then they've employed their own person that does the same
that did just the transporting of kids, and what she does isn't what Araceli used to do for us when, this is back 20, gosh, I think it was at Taylor Middle School, when that, the assistant back then, that's how far back Araceli goes. And then, when Araceli came an employee in 2019, 2020, somewhere around there, she stopped doing those. I mean, she did some of the things, but nothing like what she does now. She does everything under the sun, trying to find kids, attendance, going to home visits. She does occasionally take a kid back and forth, but that's only if they can't do it.
Right, and she's an employee of ours,
She's
so
an
that's,
employee.
yeah, yeah.
So let Mr. Hunt and I do a little bit of research.
Okay.
And get with Mr. Shaw. They're a phenomenal partner.
Yes, yes, we just want to be real clear on both ends what we're agreeing to.
Well, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to table? Oh, go ahead, Patty Ann, I'm sorry.
Number 10, I'm sorry, it doesn't have anything to do with the 3,000.
No, 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 no.
The Norway Hospital District and Lovington School, period. Staff will work cooperatively.
Hold on.
I don't,
Type
is
it.
that, those parts supposed to be a sentence? Is this supposed to be a comma? That reads awkward. Number 10.
I think it's probably not supposed to be a period in there.
I think with period and a capital S.
Other questions for the superintendent as she and Mr. Hine look through this and have discussions with Norley? Because we do want to keep that partnership strong.
Yes. So let me just make clear, so we're needing to know how many kids and how often and
Average,
Stand out in the hall.
yeah,
how
I mean, if
do
they
we come
need
up
help,
with
then
3,000?
just say, hey,
She's a school employee?
I don't think we.
but she's not, Araceli no longer does.
Araceli occasionally will take kids,
But it's,
but they have their own person. They have their own person that has a Norley car that drives back and forth, drives around picking up kids, delivering them. Or occasionally we'll have, like if it's on the Jefferson block, they walk them over. Well, we would walk them over to see, and yeah, it is. But I mean, I will tell you, I mean, as far as we've got a great working relationship with Norley.
yes, yes.
Phenomenal, and the amount of with their behavioral health has been phenomenal working with them on a lot
I
of
think
things.
just for record keeping for us to have a clear,
Agreed.
a better
Yeah.
picture of what it's for. So, thank you. Okay. Okay, so did I hear a motion to table item blah, 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 blah. 3? Okay. Keep tabling them, we'll move right on through things. Okay, and the way Vanessa, we just approved, we voted on approving the MOU, so I'm,
Motion to table. The last deal of the motion is motion to table.
To table it, yes.
motion to table, okay, all right, so it'll still go, okay, all right.
I said the same thing on the
I
last
was like,
one.
I don't wanna have it showing that we've,
So the motion to table this?
yes, thank you. For those of us that struggle to read, so. Okay. Next item, first reading to consider board approval of, let me read it on here. This is where, several policies. We're just gonna go with that. I'm not reading the list. Yeah.
So, this is stemming from our 4-day calendar that we needed to go back and revise some of our policies in section G. And, I'm gonna have Mr. Mapes here in a minute, explain some of the things that we're wanting to bring before the board. And it's basically cleaning it up. You're gonna see one policy where we struck out the whole policy. And we have provided what we want it to, say instead, because the current policy is very wordy. And this one just gets to the point about what it is. So
Okay.
I will let Mr. Mapes go to the podium and explain.
Any specific questions first?
I'll open that up to the board. Any specific
I
questions?
think this, my one specific question I have is, I noticed we went from 5 days to 3 days, right? I guess what's the reason, why not go 4 days, 5 days to 4 days? Because before, at least you could have like the whole week, right? Where this, now you're gonna have to be here at least one day, right?
Well, the reason why we were looking at or recommending 3 days is because on a 4-day week, instruction is our priority.
Sure.
And so we're not saying that you can't have more than that. It's just that we need to have a doctor, we're requesting a doctor's note. So if it's going to be 3 consecutive days, then you just provide the doctor's note. So
I think my view of it though is the previous policy, you were able to take 5 days, right? You could go the whole week, where now you can't do that without getting this extra note. So I guess it's not apples to apples, I guess is what I'm saying. It looks like you're taking an extra day.
but we're not going to take any days. It's just we're requiring them.
I know, I'm just saying, you're going from, you see what I'm saying, though, you could
Yes.
go the whole week. This way, you can't even go the whole week if you had to. You'd have to get a doctor's notice since they're a special,
Correct.
I don't know.
Any other,
I mean, I think that's up for
any other
discussion.
specific
But that's not a
questions?
specific I had.
I do. On that one, it says, 12-month employees have 12 days of PTO, right? And then on 3,200, they have 15 days of vacation. Is vacation different from PTO?
It is. And that's how it has continually been for 12-month employees.
Other questions? Mr. Mapes, did you want to go into detail on anything else?
Just a few things. So we wanted to clarify and clean up the language, obviously, so that's why we swiped the whole policy. And then we wanted to define the categories on G 2600. We actually added the earned leave, which is, that's what we say, but it's actually in the policy considered extra duty time. So we've added that. And then we were on PBL, it's always been $50 for classified and $100 for certified. And we're wanting to up that, obviously due to the cost of substitutes have gone up as well. So that's what we're recommending. And then as you go down where it says limits on the vacation, PTO, PBL, and earned leave, we actually removed the 9 weeks. We don't require the 9 weeks exams, so we didn't want to have that in the policy. And everything else was just recommending moving from 5 days to 3. So.
And then I noticed one of them where you moved it from ending on the fiscal year instead of.
Correct. And that's for the vacation
Yeah, and that's,
because of our summer.
I would think that would be a nightmare to track as far as.
And so we
yeah.
wanted to clean that up as well.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Again, this is the first reading, so I would encourage board members, if you have any questions, even to schedule to meet with the superintendent and Mr. Mapes on this. Thank you. Okay, next item, first reading to consider approval of policy service advisories.
Okay, so we have 4 different policy advisories, or 5. These are policy advisories. They're provided based on the laws passed during the year's legislative session. Policy advisory number 275 is teacher residency program, and they added the expectation of continued employment if our teacher resident meets all the qualifications of the district, and to remove district pays various stipends. That was in the formal one. Policy advisory number 276, which is use of cell phones and electronic devices in schools. The PED law is stating that they are wanting the schools to ensure that they're teaching about digital citizenship, screen time, and the risk associated with social media. So they're wanting us to have those discussions with our kids K through 12 on that. Policy advisory number 277 is cardiac emergency response plan, talking about the defibrillators. And we have those, and that they are easily marked and easily accessible in all of our buildings. And our district took a huge stand on that a couple of years ago, and I know that Mr. De La Cruz and Mr. Hines spent quite a bit of money to make sure that we have those everywhere. And then they are wanting us to identify staff at each school that will be considered cardiac emergency personnel. And they will have to go through some training.
Would that be our nurse? Or?
They're wanting more than just the nurse. Mm-hmm. So what I am thinking, and I'll be talking to HR about this, is like probably our principals, especially our secondary ones that are at events, along with some of our coaches. Of course, our athletic trainer is trained in that, but they're wanting us to locate, name them, and train them as cardiac emergency personnel. So.
It's a lot to ask.
Or the fire department do that? The ambulance department?
They can, but this advisory says in the advisory that we are to name 5 people at each campus.
Employees,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then policy advisory number 278, reporting child abuse, required training and documentation. That's which we do already, that all of our staff is trained in that. That all school employees, volunteers, contractors, and contractors' employees will be trained. And no longer can we call New Mexico Child Abuse Hotline, we have to call New Mexico CYFD. And mandatory reporting is not considered if you just tell the administration. You have to place a call for it to count. So.
Thank you.
Adding more things.
277, are all the athletic coaches licensed in CPR, and is that new?
Every 2 years they get certified. So we have a handful that got certified last year, and we have
Kind of standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have to take a course, and I know that on Wednesday they're taking the hands-on CPR course on Wednesday.
All right, thank you. Again, it's a first reading, so look through that. Okay, that concludes our new business. That takes us into other information, public comment. Is there anybody at this time for public comment?
I'm not the public, but I would like to make a comment.
Yes.
I would like to see us it just went out of my mind, a proposal that they allow us to retain children at the 3rd grade if they can't do any 3rd grade standards. Right now, the law says if little Johnny can't do anything in the 3rd grade, pass any 3rd grade standards, and the school wants to retain him, by law, if mom says I want him promoted, we have to promote him. And so we've now hamstrung little Johnny for the rest of his life, his school life. 4th grade teachers can't teach 4th grade standards to 3rd graders that can't do 3rd grade standards. So that's part of the reason our scores are so bad, because we've got kids coming through there that never became proficient at any level before they got to 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. I don't know if we can do, what was that called, Demery, when we did the one to get to
Resolution.
Resolution. A resolution to take before the State School Board Association to say, this is about kids, and we're hamstringing kids when we let them be promoted without the requisite skills. So I would like to see our district maybe
Resolution for
do
that.
a resolution for that.
And that comes up in
Somebody help us write
October,
the
November.
whereas
We
and
can,
therefores,
yeah,
because, like
I think it's
Karen said, if it's more than 1 page long, they won't read it.
right,
And
right.
so if we can get that proposal done to take to Joe at the Board of Directors meeting, not this one, but the next one that we have to take to the Board of Directors.
It would actually go to the resolutions committee, but
Yeah.
and so we would need to look at that.
Yeah.
And I know that, we can definitely continue that discussion.
Yeah.
I think that, it would hit I don't disagree with you, but I think it would hit an enormous roadblock based on, listening to legislators. At the,
Why are we worried about kids' test scores when we don't make them proficient
right,
before they are promoted? We don't make them proficient before we promote them, so they're not gonna be proficient for, I can't tell you how many ninth graders said to me, I haven't passed classes, a math class since third grade, and it hasn't mattered, why does it matter now?
so, yeah, like I say, I don't disagree that it's an issue. I think it's gonna hit a tremendous roadblock based on listening
Well, we
to
have to try.
the legislators, and I think
It's
that
only
that's
fair to
I
give
think
us
when you bring awareness, that's absolutely the first step, you know? So I think that's great. Thank you, Patty Ann. The only other thing I would like to, and maybe it's just me, but I really feel like the new platform that we're using is so incredibly difficult, cumbersome, expensive, and not user-friendly, that I would love for us to look at some options. I did ask Vanessa to look and see when it comes up. Do you want to share that information?
So we just signed a contract, it's a yearly contract, and it is September the 15th of this year.
September, okay. So we would have to be, and how much? It's a pretty substantial amount,
We pay $10,000.
over $10,000. And I'm struggling here. It's really, I mean, it doesn't seem to be nearly as user-friendly, and maybe it is. But I wondered if it was worth looking at, but, you know,
Yeah,
it can't
looking at it.
hurt to get some
Hurt to look at
ideas.
it.
So, you know, thank you, Vanessa, for at least checking into it. We may decide this is the one that serves our purpose best, but it just seems, you know, things disappear out of your packet, and they were there, and then they weren't, and I would blame it on directors, but I think they're all struggling as well, going, yeah, I thought I put it in there, so, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we're having to send to Vanessa.
Yeah.
If you're not careful, you can go in there and.
Oh, I did that. I rearranged the whole agenda accidentally, you know? So I was like, well, okay, we'll start it with this. So I'm right there with you guys. But anyway, I just was gonna bring that up because I do feel like it maybe is something to at least consider. When they revamped it, it just seemed like they made it harder, so.
So Miss Vanessa and Ms. Rutledge have already began their process.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? I know Patty Ann's gonna go up to the conference in Taos. Thank you for representing us and give us all the news, so. All right. There's nothing else. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Okay, thanks, everybody.
The only thing I was looking at is the